Let's go good, bad, good. Okay, so we start on a positive note and end on a positive note. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and we are addressing all of these issues, really coming to a head here with JGigs video. And I'm going to start off with a positive thing that can help you in your life and me in my life. We're going to dive deep into all of this information, and I have a really thorough breakdown of this. So I hope you'll stick around to the end. I hope you'll hit the like button and let me know all of your thoughts and feelings on this topic in the comments below. All right, now bear in mind, this is going to be a bright white screen. I don't know any way around that. I'm going to start off with the video with just a nice thing to try to help you and try to help me. This is not a sponsor, but it's going to probably feel like that. I have been using this program called Kickoff, and the goal of this program is to build your credit. There was some things that happened that were out of my control, and I had to get them removed from my credit, but then they still negatively impacted my credit. So I've been using this program called Kickoff, and it has raised my credit score this past year over 100 points. And since we're going to be talking about Plarium giving us the credit we deserve, I figured I'll just slip this in here at the beginning of the video. Tell me you hate it in the comments if that's the case, but here it is. This is Kickoff, okay? And they offer a few different products that are extremely cheap to help you fix your credit. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to help Plarium fix their credit. So I'm going to slip this in here, right? Now, what is this and how does it work? So there's two different parts, and I did both of them. There's a third part that's totally up to you, right? So what Kickoff does is it gives you a credit account. You can just ignore all of that, okay? The reason for the credit account is because they send your payment like a credit card to the bureaus, and that gets you on a good cycle of improving your credit. Now, technically, it is a line of credit and you can use that. I've never done that. It's $5 per month for them to do that. And you're basically just paying them to fix your credit for you. Now, they didn't ask me to make this video, so it's not like they're sponsoring me, but we'll get to that. There's free money for you and free money for me, and I'm going to tell you how to get that as well. The second part is the credit builder loan, which is this second part here. It's a 1-year credit building plan that you pay $10 a month, and then you get all of your money back at the end of the year, but it also helps improve your credit. I did both of those things. I recommend that highly, and if you want to do that, I'm going to put a link in the description below. This is my actual account, so I don't want to like scroll up because you're going to see my personal information, but here is the deal, okay? Each time a friend signs up for a Kickoff membership, you both get $5. So I get $5, you get $5. That's exactly how it works. There's literally no pressure here. I don't care if you do this or don't do this. I'm just trying to help you. I will get $5 if you sign up for a membership, and so will you. So you'll get $5 off, and I'll get $5, and we'll all help our credit. If you don't want anything to do with that, then let's talk about some Raid Shadow Legends. All right, now, we are going to talk about good things and bad things. We are going to have a very thorough breakdown of this topic, and I would like to give a big shout out to everybody who helped contribute to this. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I was working on this thumbnail before all of the stuff with JGigs came out. So he and I are on the same wavelength on this. I think things are getting out of control. I think we need to make our voice heard to Plarium, but I don't know if we want to go as far as what he is suggesting, right? So here is the thumbnail that I put for this video. I don't know if this is too far, right? I don't know if this is too far. So you're going to tell me what you think. But Here's what I want to say about this topic. I know a lot of people are quitting Raid. And if all of these things that we're going to talk about today, all of these negative things are impacting your life in a negative way, then you should move on to another game. I don't want you to do that. I don't want to. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I am so grateful for all of you guys, every single one of you watching this video or subscribe to my channel. I am so grateful for you. And I would not be here without you guys. I hear so many positive things from you guys all the time. I need that, I want that, and I value that. But that's not to say that things are not, things are bad right now in the game. Things are bad. The sentiment in the community is overwhelmingly negative, and I think a lot of people are pondering this question that I put in the thumbnail. Should we quit Raid? Should we boycott spending in Raid? Should we do something extreme? I don't want to do that. Let me first of all say, Plarium, if you're watching this, you should really take note of what's going on in the community and the outline that I have in this video. So let's move on. Should we quit? These are the reasons why people quit. Okay, and I'm going to go through them. The whole list is on screen. I don't know how to, reveal them as we go along. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to talk about all these things. I think that the main reason why this is coming up now is twofold. Okay, the first two things here. This fusion has no skippable events. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. How can you expect people for 2 weeks to not miss a single event in the game? That's absurd. Also, my camera is being crazy today. Perfect timing for this important video. The terrible design and rewards on Xena and her champion pass. Those two things have really kicked us while we were down. Okay? Some other things that are negative that people have mentioned to me are on my mind or reasons why people have quit. When there are Prism Crystals events, you basically can't earn them, maybe one if you're lucky, and they're giving you fractions of a pull. Just like JGigs said, it's ridiculous. That same thing goes with Primal Quartz. I don't think Primal Quartz should be in the game. I think it's really dumb. Okay? And don't forget, stick with me. We're going to talk about the negatives and then we're going to talk about the positives. Okay? The Primal Shards priced for millionaires. It's just absurd to me how expensive they thought that it was okay to price the Primal Shards at. I have only purchased Primal Shards twice, and they were when they were $2 to $3 a piece, like they should be. I think we need to mention in here that there's no remorse for the terrible Doom Tower champions as rewards. I think we need to mention the quality of life features seem to be, let's drag our feet as long as possible. Years in some cases. Extremely little effort to balance the game. At this point, there's nothing for us to believe other than pure greed. Iron Twins rewards have never been buffed. They're awful. There are no leaderboards. I never understand this. There are no leaderboards for the arena modes. All of the regular Plat clans put together their own leaderboard from pictures. It's ridiculous. There is very little effort to lessen the time in the game. They just want us to play 8 hours a day. And if you want to play 8 hours a day, that's fine. That shouldn't be mandatory. Why is Fire Knight Hard drastically more difficult than every other dungeon? Still not a reliable way to get legendary books. No effort to upgrade the tavern, the market, and lots of other game modes. Part 2. Tournament and event prizes are really bad. Farming is extremely hard for mobile players. The gear removal cost is crazy. 3v3 market is gated. The rares on Primal Shards, right? You get the point. Forcing you into higher pack tiers once you buy anything. Some people just want to spend a little bit of money. That's not unreasonable. RNG on top of RNG, especially in Arena, which is out of control, and blessings. How are you supposed to even get them? How are you supposed to even get them? I think saving for blessings level 1 through 3 is reasonable, and then you hit that level 4, and it's like a punch in the gut. You just can't do it. Now, I think that this is the summation of the main problems with the game right now. But if there are other things, let me hear what they are. If you disagree with parts of this, let me hear what that is. And now let's jump into what I think are the positive traits, because I want to end on a positive note. This is a perfect day to do this because I have some really terrible heartburn, so I don't feel good and I'm already agitated. And so let's try to stay positive and see what are the good things. Okay? This game has such ridiculously awesome graphics and character designs. Better than any game I've ever seen. And they continue to impress time and time again. The intricate and complex champion gearing process is my favorite part of the game. I love that each player has a unique account. There are so many cool bosses and challenges. Some people enjoy a lot of the game modes. The campaign, super good early on. Faction Wars is amazing. Doom Tower is amazing. Clan Boss might be the best. I've been absolutely loving Hydra. And the main dungeons, they're all so good. And I think that the basis of the game is really well designed. I think they have an incredible game here. And the last year and a half has been just disaster after disaster. But the base of the game is amazing. You just have to manage it better, okay? Also, I put best community of any game on here multiple times, and I believe that. I think that this community is outstanding, and it's one of the reasons why we all stick around, okay? Resource management is a important part of this game that people like. The collecting aspect, that's important parts of this game. Being a mobile game is important. A lot of us, the majority of what we play, or all of what we play, is on our phone. I think that's important. There's a great community of content creators. I didn't come up with that. Somebody else mentioned that, but I believe it. You know, I do my best to bring you guys interesting and different content all the time, and I think everyone else does as well. I want to say pulling shards is so freaking fun, more than any other game. Like, I don't think Dragonair and what some of the other games are nearly as fun to pull shards for. I just don't. I don't know why that is. If anybody can explain the psychology of that, I'd love to hear. But Raid really pulls that heartstring of mine. I think that Raid has amazing long-term goals, and I boiled that down to they're all amazing free champions. Arbiter, Lydia, Mithrala, Mikage, Ramontu, probably missed someone. I love that. I think that that's important, and Plarium, you need to hear that as one of the things that people love the most in this. They have added a few quality of life features that we do tend to forget about. The fast upgrade on gear, that took forever, but it's amazing. The champion gears and filters, we need more of them, but they're awesome. The quick clan boss keys, that's literally the best thing. So there are a lot of positive things about this game too, and we want to keep playing this, Plarium. So here's what we need. Okay, I've boiled all of this down to wrap up the video. Here are the things we need. The future of this game, okay? We need more absolute needs, non-negotiable. We need more champion filters on every screen. 3v3 in Hydra, it's so hard to find the champions we want to use. That's where we need them the most. It doesn't count on, the screen where we need it the most. It's not there. This new big game mode It cannot be pay to win. I think it will kill the game. We need to have this game mode hit. It needs to be not pay to win. It needs to be fun. And it probably needs an insane champion for us to work toward. Hopefully another mythic champion. The number one thing is champions as rewards. That's the thing through this process that I have realized that makes it worth the grind. I think you need to speed up the new player progression so that people can get to the mid game quicker. I think maybe that just needs to be a permanent way to get more chickens. Maybe that's what it is. More chickens in the game. Well, end game players will not agree because we have tons of chickens. But we're not talking about endgame. If there's a champion pass number 2, you've got to do better. You have got to do better. That could be the best thing in the game. It could be. But right now, it's not. It's absolute trash. It makes people feel bad. And I just don't think any part of it is a good job. Make it cheaper. Make it better. All around. Or don't do it. I think if you want this game to succeed, we need friendly battles in live arena. That needs to count towards chests and allow us to change the rules. Have some checkboxes, put them in there, fight with only epics, only certain affinities. You need to put that feature in the game for the longevity of the game. You need to balance the Hydra Clash. People are just mad about it. People are mad about it. I don't think it's that crazy right now, but a couple easy things to balance that game mode would be limiting the champions in one team. One type of champion per team. No 2 Trundas. No 2 Yamikos. Limit it to individual champions per team. That would be it would go a long way towards balancing Hydra Clash. And then you need to implement quarterly, if not more often than that, quality of life changes multiple times per year and champion balances. We shouldn't have to wait until January for 2 champions to be balanced. That's unreasonable. Okay? Now back to the original question. I hope that Plarium's going to do better. I hope that we will not quit raid. I hope people will come back to the game with the new game mode and Plarium changing their pace on these things. Plarium changing their stance on things. If you make the game fun, more people will play it, more people will spend money. You don't need to do these things to make money. You don't need to. Trust me. Believe you don't need this, okay? I hope you can feel I have strong opinions about this. I'm glad that JGigs has come over and made this video because we want to keep playing all of this game. I want to keep recommending this game to lots of people. But Plarium, please, you need to do better. We want you to do better. And there are so many good ideas from all the content creators on how you can do better. So, stop being so greedy, implement some of these changes, and everybody will stop these videos of, should we quit raid? Should we boycott spending in raid? All of those things will go away if you just make some simple changes. This is not the first time I've made this type of video. I hope it will be the last. We want you to succeed. We want you to make money, but you don't have to do it through pure greed. So I hope that this video has helped bring to light some issues. I've provided solutions as well. And if you want your free $5, go sign up for an account, help your credit, and I hope you're not mad at me for including that in this. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for everything this game and this community has done for my life and my family. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Sincerely from my heart, have a wonderful day.